Am I audible?
Yes, yeah.
Great,
Yes, Toastmaster Sawan.
great. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Every man I meet is my superior in some way. In that, I learn of him." I strongly resonate with this quote as it highlights the importance of learning and mentorship in our life. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, I'm here to share my story, which is a tale of the role of mentors in my journey, how they helped me realize my potential, and the challenges I overcame at different phases of my life. My name is Sawan Saxena. I'm a computer engineer by education. I work as a machine learning engineer with Sun King, which is the largest company in the off-grid solar industry. I'm an avid traveler, voracious reader, a mellophile, and a history and geopolitics aficionado. Oftentimes, I've been called an all-rounder for my love of doing different things. And this is one of the best compliment that I've ever received. Let's start from the beginning. I was born in a middle-class family in a tier 2 city. I'm blessed with two siblings, my big brother and my little sister. While growing up, I witnessed my family struggle to survive with a limited income and their hard work to ensure a better future for us. During my early school days, I was a notorious and very talkative child. I was an average student at studies, something for which I was constantly compared with my older brother, who was his class topper. Somewhere, this ignited a desire inside me to get better at studies so that I can also make my parents feel proud, just like my brother. As I grew older and moved to higher classes, I turned to be more reserved and introverted. Focusing on study is something that was expected from all of us at that time, and I started doing exactly that back then. This newfound focus helped me top my class during most of my primary and middle school years, consecutively for 6 times. Now, most importantly, all of my schooling actually happened in Hindi language because English education was costly and we couldn't afford to go to convent schools. Most of my cousins went to big English medium schools, which made me think that I'm lagging behind them. Yeah. So I thought to myself that learning and getting better at English is something that I have to do for whatever opportunity that came my way. When I was in ninth standard, Mrs. Richard joined as our English teacher. I was already a bright student and I was very enthusiastic about learning English. So I easily became the best performer and the favorite student of my teacher. My teacher encouraged me to keep on learning and improving. This actually showed in my 10th standard result when I topped my class in English. Speaking of my 10th board result, I was also among the top 100 students throughout the state, and that certificate is still a prized possession for me. After I completed my engineering, I started my career with TCS as a systems engineer in Bangalore. In this new corporate environment, I used to feel shy and nervous while speaking in public. So I had a fear of public speaking. I still remember the day when my team lead was not available and I had to take a client call all by myself. It felt like a nerve wracking task for me. It felt like biting a bullet. Somehow I managed it well, but I realized that how important it is for me to work on my communication skills and it needed solid steps. After a couple of years, I started looking for coaches for personality development and public speaking. Fortunately, I stumbled upon my future mentor, which proved to be a turning point in my personal and professional life. My coach Sandhya mentored me to discover my strengths and weaknesses. She helped me rekindle my old hobbies and also motivated me to do those things that I wanted to do in my life. This led me getting back into my fitness regime, traveling different places, developing a habit of reading, and joining a vocal music academy. I was all more confident with the belief that no goal is impossible for me to achieve if I am ready to do the hard work. Fast forward a few years, I was in the middle of my career, having spent a good number of years in my domain. I was working with a renowned company with a decent salary, but I wasn't sure if it made me happy. One fine day when I was thinking about my future, I asked myself, is this something that I want to do for the rest of my career? Can I picture myself doing the same thing for the next 5 years? The answer was a clear no. Now I started looking for different job options where opportunities meet my interests. I knew it was not going to be an easy task given my demanding job. Here came my mentor, my technical mentor actually, Mr. Anand, who played a key role in my pursuit of learning new relevant skills for my desired job. His positive attitude and encouragement helped me rejuvenate my inner student. Under his guidance, I took tiny steps which brought me closer to my goal with each passing day. Finally, when the day came when I successfully transitioned into my new role, he was the first person I called to express my gratitude for his contributions towards my success. To conclude, in my whole life of 30 odd years, I have learned that it does not matter how slow you go, as long as you do not stop. And if you are determined and perseverant, no goal is impossible to realize. And as said by great SRK, अगर किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो सारी कायनात उससे तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है, which loosely translates into, if you desire something with all your heart, the entire universe conspires to unite it with you. That was my story, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to introduce myself. You are a fantastic audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters Sawan, for giving such passionate speech and fun feel. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just want to add, since it's a milestone speech, we usually give standing ovation, but I request all of you to unmute and give a big round of applause for Toastmasters Sawan.